So next we're going to look at measures of the center of the data. So we want to know what is the middle or what is the center of the data. Now the most common measure that we've probably all seen before is the mean or the average of the data values. So the sample mean, we're going to use the symbol X with a bar above it. And remember, that's just the sum of the numbers divided by the number of numbers. Now in statistics notation, we'll say X bar is sigma X, so that Greek letter sigma means sum. And then N is the number of numbers. So sum of the data values over the number of data values. Now if we're talking about a population mean, instead of X bar here, we'll use the Greek letter M, lowercase m, mu, for the mean. One thing to note here is that the mean is affected by extreme values. If you've got some outliers in your data set, they're going to affect the mean. They can pull it up or down so that it's not as representative. So the mean is actually the best measure if you've got symmetric distributions. And we'll see that in just a second. The median, remember, we've already seen this, is the middle value or the average of middles when your data is ranked in order. The sample median, we'll use X tilde or M for that. Now the median is not as affected by extreme values. So that means that the median is the best measure if you have skewed distribution. And then the last measure of middle, the mode, is just the most frequent value. One disadvantage is you can have no mode, so if you have no repeated values, or you can have more than one mode. So say you have 2 of one value and 2 of another, you could have 2 modes. The mode, one advantage is that the mode is the only measure of center that can be used for nominal or categorical data. So it tells which data value is more frequent. So let's put this into action here with an example. So we want to find the mean, median, and mode of the test scores 85, 25, 70, 85, 75, 90. Since we're going to be finding median, let's reorder this data. So 25, 70, 75, 85, 85, and 90. So first our mean, X bar, we are going to sum up these values. So 25 plus 70 plus 75 plus 85 plus 85 plus 90. And we are going to divide by, we've got 6 values there. And that gives us a total of 430 divided by 6 is approximately, if you do the calculator work here, 71.6. And actually it's 71.6 repeating, so if we round that up, 71.7, our mean. For our median, we've got 6 values here. 6 divided by 2 is 3, so we count up 1, 2, 3 from the bottom, 1, 2, 3 from the top. We've got 2 middles, 75 and 85. So we want to average those values. So 75 plus 85, and then divide by 2. That's going to give us 160 divided by 2, which is 80. And then our mode, the most frequent value, there are 2 85s and nothing else is repeated. So our mode's 85. Now notice here that we have this extreme value of 25. All the other data values are between 70 and 90. It's only a 20 unit range here, and then we've got this one person that really did poorly on the exam. So what that did was that extreme low value pulled our average down so that it's not representative. See, this average is 71.7. That's a C minus. There's only 2 values that are below that, and the 70 is pretty close to it. That's not really a good value for middle, whereas the 80 You've got 3 values below and 3 above. So notice that 25 pulls the average down. It pulls X bar down. So we would say that the distribution is skewed to the left because left is decreasing. And that the median here, X tilde, which equals 80, is a better measure because it's a skewed distribution. It's got extreme values. So let's see how to do this on the calculator. So I have already entered the data in. So I went to Stat and then Edit, entered the data in the first list. So now you want to go back to Stat, arrow to the right to Calc, and we want one variable stats there, Enter. We are using list 1. There's no frequency list. Highlight Calculate and Enter. So there's our X bar, 71.6 repeating. Scroll down here. There's our median of 80. And the mode we just need to compute by hand.